Hi friends, it's Nancy Novak from stampandshout.com. Just wanted to pop on really quick here and give you a quick tour of the new Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog. It just came out yesterday to everyone. If you were a demonstrator, you got a sneak peek for the last month and a little pre-order if you were lucky. And now everyone, I'm sure, is just filling up their wish list and ordering, and I just wanted to show you a little bit about the catalog and some things you might have missed. So let's get started real quick. So here is the new catalog, and when you open it up, this table of contents here right off the bat is color coded, and if you turn your catalog on the side, it also is color coded, so you can jump right to whatever section that you're interested in. I want to talk a little bit about the symbols as we're going through the catalog. This symbol right here, let me see how close I can get it for you, is when we have bundles that are on sale for 10% off. So if you're going through and you see a stamp set and a punch or something similar and you see this symbol, that's telling you that it's 10% off. You can also buy the items separate. You can buy a stamp separate and a punch separate, but if you buy them together, it is 10% less. So that's always a good thing, right? And this, as you're going through the catalog, whenever you see this big red N, that means it's new in this catalog, brand new. One of the things that everyone's been asking about is the new Stampin' Cut and Embossing machine. Stampin' Up! Has that coming out in this new catalog. It's just not available yet. We don't have a date yet, but there are two different machines, a mini machine and the larger machine. So we'll talk more about that as we continue on. So, first thing about stamps, Stampin' Up! Stamps, is there are two different kinds. There are cling stamps, which probably most of you are most familiar with, which are the rubber stamps, and they have a highly adhesive backing to them now, so they stick to your block, and the block is a clear block, so whatever stamp you're using, you do need a clear block. So for example, this is a clear block, and Stampin' Up! Has them in many different sizes, so they fit your stamps just perfectly. If you are interested, I would guess that the D like dog stamp or block is probably the most versatile if you're just starting out. We also have polymer stamps, which are clear stamps, which are really nice to use because you can see through them. So when you're stamping, it's very easy to position your stamp exactly where you need it. You're also going to notice this right here. So don't miss this area, because this is showing you where you can go, what page you can go to in the catalog for some of the special stamping techniques, such as two-step stamping, how to use some of the markers on the rubber stamps. That's a fun technique. There's some masking that they talk about, stamping off. So make sure you look here and go to the pages that they're talking about, and it's going to give you a little bit more of an insight of some special techniques. So here's all the beautiful new colors. In fact, I have my bundle of colors right here. So let me just show them to you. This one's called Misty Moonlight. So these are the 2020-2022 in colors. So they're going to be around for 2 years. I know there's a little bit of a glare here. Isn't this one gorgeous? This one is Magenta Madness. Gorgeous. And then we have Just Jade. I know it's kind of hard to tell. This one is Cinnamon Cider and Bumblebee. So these all coordinate beautifully with each other and all the other colors that Stampin' Up! Has. There's ribbons and papers also to match. That's one of the big things about Stampin' Up! One of the great things about Stampin' Up! Is everything coordinates. The ribbon, the inks, the paper, ribbons, ink, paper, that's about it. But little stickers, sequins, everything coordinates. So you're also going to notice this little icon, that's if the stamp set you're looking at has a coordinating punch, and this emblem right there, that little symbol, is if it has a coordinating die. So this little section here are kits. Stampin' Up! Has several different kits that you may be interested in. It's great for first-time stampers, new stampers. It's great when you're going on a vacation, or you're in the car, or you have to go somewhere with the kids and you want a project to do. So there's a lot of different kits that they have. One of the most popular one is Paper Pumpkin, and that's a subscription. So once a month you would get a Paper Pumpkin box full of everything that you need to make that month's project. I know there's one coming out called Share Sunshine. That's it right there. It's coming out at the end of June, and you can sign up for that one by June 11th, and that one's going to make 8 different cards. That's already very, very popular. Then they have some all-inclusive kits, the Simply Citrus and Looking Up. This is a kit that will make, well, this one makes 16 cards and this one makes 15 cards, and it's all-inclusive. Again, what that means is it's got the cards, the envelopes, the ink, and the stamps all included. So those are always a fun gift for you and to give away. So they're not very expensive, $32 and $29. So that's a nice gift too for a friend. Then we have a project kit, and this is these beautiful cards, and then you can order additional supplies if you want. But what's nice about this kit is it does come with a coordinating stamp set, but it comes with all these cards. Oh, that's additional, but it comes with all these cards and envelopes that if you have your own sentiments, you can incorporate them right into these cards. So it's beautiful. Kind of a quick and easy way to make up a card. Then we have the Boho Indigo product medley. This is a very large set of supplies, and it all comes together. It's got paper and ribbon and dies and stamps and everything that you need to make these beautiful projects in this beautiful boho blue color. Then now we're going to get into the stamps, and just a couple things. We won't go through every single stamp in the book, but there are some things I want to mention. A few of the stamp sets come together as a suite, which means if you see something in here that's a suite collection, you can click one number and say, I want it all. Instead of going, okay, I want the paper and I want the ink and I want the ribbon. You can do it that way also. But if you want to make the whole project and you just say, I just want it all, Stampin' Up! Does now have one number to enter into the ordering screen, and you get it all. So that's kind of nice. So what this is showing you is the for jar of flowers and flowers for every season stamps. And here is the paper. This is, as you're going through here, there's several different designer series papers, but what's new and what's nice is they have this color cue right here. So it's telling you that when you get this pack of paper, these are the inks and the other cardstock that coordinate with it. So for example, Magenta Madness, Cinnamon Cider, Bumblebee, Just Jade, and Misty Moonlight. So this paper, which is called Flowers for Every Season, this one coordinates with all the new in colors. So that's kind of nice, because if you're buying something and you say, oh, I really like that paper, but I don't have the Magenta Madness, it just is an easy way to let yourself know that you might want to order that also. This is what I think is really, really cool. When you're looking at the stamp sets, when you're going through here and you're looking at all the beautiful stamp sets, I want you to take note. If you see the stamp that is kind of beiged out like this one, that means that it has a coordinating punch to go with it. On the other hand, if you see this stamp set here that's grayed out, that means that it has coordinating dies. This is just a really quick indicator to let you know that there's more to that set if you're interested. And it's also here in the description. It says Celebrate Sunflowers, which is the stamp set, and it says coordinates with sunflower dies on page 175. But the first indicator is that it's grayed out. So I thought that was kind of a nice little tip. The stamps in here also are full size. So they're showing you the full size stamps, except for when you get in the back, there are some stamps that are called background stamps. They're really big background stamps. Those aren't shown as full size. Those are usually about like this big, about 4 by 5 or 4 by 6. But again, look for that yellow color or that beige color, means it has a coordinating punch, and the grayed out means it has coordinating dies. So that's a good little tidbit. Also, as you're going through here, you're going to want to look at these little squares because they all mean something. They're all telling you something. This one says shop the project. So as you're going through here, this catalog is not just showing you all the new stamps, it's giving you tons of great ideas. So if you want to make this card, it's telling you the coordinating items that were used to make this example. So in this case, it's telling you that the greenery embossing folders were used and the tasteful textile 3D embossing folder. So you can see they're showing you that that embossing folder is the greenery embossing folder, and the background here is also embossed with the tasteful texture 3D folder. By the way, that's my new favorite, the tasteful textile 3D. So let's see what else I can show you. See, these are grayed out. That means that there are some dies that go with it. There's other symbols here. This happens to be a $1 million winner designed. That means that this person was worked hard enough to receive $1 million over her career as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and she got together with artists and was able to design her own stamp set. So this will be around for a year or two. So that's kind of a nice little accolade for her. And there's also, this one here says distinctive. And what that means is distinctive stamps actually, when you use them, are very lifelike, very artistic, and they're very distinctive. So that's what that little symbol means. If you see blacked out stamps, that means you can use both sides of the stamp. So if you ink this side up, you're going to get that texture of the mountain, and this side you'll stamp that up and it'll give you the darkened view. Again, here's that color. That means that there's a coordinating butterfly punch. Again, there's the distinctive symbol for the distinctive stamps, meaning that it gives you the more of a realistic, in-depth type of look. Here's another symbol. That means it's reversible. Again, these are the reversible. You can stamp with either side of the stamp. Ink it up and stamp both ways. Let's see if there's anything else in the front before I jump to the back. Again, here's Shop the Project, giving you a few more ideas. Again, these all have punches that go with them that coordinate. I just like to go through and highlight the stamps that I already have. In fact, this one here, this is a brand new stamp that I got in the pre-order, and I actually did a Facebook Live using this stamp set. Let me just show you. That's the card that's one of the cards that I made in my Facebook Live. So if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and look for that on my Facebook group. There's another one I made, and that's with the Lovely You stamp set, and that comes with a coordinating punch. I think that's it. So here again is some designer series paper, and it's got that color cue to tell you what colors are in that paper to make it easy for you to coordinate everything. So let's see. So you're going to go through and you're going to see lots and lots of beautiful, beautiful stamps. This is a fun one here. Pet lovers. Oh, love this one. Got this gorgeous paper with the cats and the dogs. And again, this is a collection, which means you can get everything that you need to make these projects with one number, one big order, and you get it all. Or again, you can order individual items. So this is on my list next. I'm getting that. It's called Blossoms in Bloom. So again, lots of beautiful, beautiful stamps. And now we're getting into the Christmas season. These are stamps that have been around, but we do have a new catalog that's coming out in August that's going to be around for 6 months, and it's the holiday catalog. So it's going to cover Halloween. It's going to cover Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. So I'm very excited for that catalog to come out too, and we'll have a lot of new stamps coming out and products in that catalog. So this is the little holiday section. And it goes on and on. Lots of beautiful stamps. So let's see why I have this marked off. So now we're getting back into accessories. So we've got paper and ribbon and markers, ink pads, storage solutions, a lot of the accessories that people use to stamp. And it's just done a little bit to make sure you don't miss this little column right here in the spine, because a lot of good stuff in there. Here's all the pretty designer series paper, and here are tools. And I wanted to mention that new this year are these foam adhesive sheets, and those you can actually use the dies on. So you can actually cut out and it'll pop it up, and it's adhesive. So kind of a neat little thing there. And here are all the blocks I was talking about, the acrylic blocks, all different sizes. And then what I wanted to talk about in the back of the book, they have put together the punch bundles and the die set bundles. But what's nice about it, first of all, it's very nice just to see them together, but they're giving you more examples, more inspiration, more ideas of what you can do to create cards once you have that stamp set. So let me just see here. So here are your die bundles. Again, these are totally different ideas than what you would see in the book that way back here on the stamping page. So you got a whole nother set of inspiration. So make sure you check that out. And again, here is the new stamp cut and embossing machines, the little mini and the big one. And what's nice about it is it folds up, so it's really easy to compact to take with you. So I'll be looking forward to that when I go to Hobby Lobby and I have my card classes. I can take that. So looking forward to it. So I think that's it. I just wanted to give you a quick rundown because there are a lot of little hints that you may have not known about. So I do hope this helped you out. Go ahead and leave comments and questions. If you were a customer of mine, you should have received your catalog. I know that things have been a little slow in the mail, and some of them have been taking quite a long time to get there, but hopefully you have it by now. If you are interested in a catalog and you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, get in touch with me, stampandshout@gmail.com, and we can talk that over. Don't want you to miss out on anything. You can also go to my blog and you can look at it online. So it's www.stampandshout.com, and you'll go to catalogs and you can download it right to your computer screen. But I kind of like looking at the book. I mean, it's just a fun way to do it, and you really get a good idea of what's out there, and you can go over and over, look at it over and over and over again. So again, hope you appreciated the video. I hope it was helpful. Leave comments, and until next time, don't be shy, stamp and shout.